Hi, Sye here, and what does it take to really be successful? And you really want to ask yourself specifically what it is that you want to be successful in, first of all, because success is everything together, but if you really want to succeed, then you're going to have to pick specific things that you're going to excel in if you really want to have a high level of success and fulfillment in your life. Now, I want to bust a myth, and the myth is that you are good enough just as you are. The myth is that you are perfect just how you are. Now, that being said, you were made perfect just how you are. You are you should love yourself 100%. But to realistically have that work out for you, you're going to have to feel that in yourself. And in order to feel that yourself, you're going to have to do something that I've heard Ty refer to as increasing your worth a damn factor. Now, the worth a damn factor came from Charlie Munger. He was the one that coined this term, but says something like this, that the world is not yet crazy enough or an insane enough place that it will raise something that is bad up in the world as good. Now, I really just totally messed up that quote, and I heard it only one time or two times, but the bottom line is that if you want to excel in the world, you have to be worth a damn. And in order to be worth a damn, you have to go and make it happen. Now, I've had coaching sessions, and I've also heard from lots of successful people. And the thing that they have in common, I should say, one of the things that they have in common is that they are out to be number one in their industry. So if you really want to excel, if you really want super success, then you're going to have to go out and try to be number one. Now, you might not be number one, but imagine if you're going for number one, if you're looking at who is the very best in what you are trying to do, and you go to be number one in that, then you have a very high chance that you're going to at least be in the top percentage of the best in the world. And that's really what you have to go for. And it doesn't mean that you can't have happiness if you don't achieve that. It doesn't mean that you can't be fulfilled if you don't even make a fraction of that. It just means that you really have to set a high quality standard in your life of what you want to do, or the quality of the effort that you put into where you're going has to be very high. If you're going to do something, you just got to do it good. It's just like a professional athlete that's going for the gold medal, or an Olympic athlete that's going for the gold medal. They're not going just to participate. They're going to win the gold. But if they went to the Olympics after and they did good, then they're going to still feel good about themselves. And that's the same as you. You're going to feel good about yourself if you go for the very best. Now, to go back about the self-love and the self-esteem, it is important that you love yourself 100%. And you don't love yourself 100% after you become the very best in the world at something. You love yourself 100% now. You accept yourself 100% now. You look at yourself and you say, I love me. And there's nothing wrong with that. You need to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, really, who else is going to be able to love you besides God? Love yourself, no doubt, 100%. And you are good enough to deserve to be loved as you are. But let's not pretend that people don't care about what you do in life, and that your actions don't affect other people, or that other people don't matter. You have to care if you want people to see you as somebody great. No matter how you feel about yourself, you can love yourself in spite of everything else, but for other people to really like you, you're going to have to like them too. Now, I'm kind of rambling on here, but there's another principle or a habit that you can acquire that is going to help you to be more successful in life, and that is your reliability. Reliability is one of the #1 factors that are going to determine your success in life. And this means reliability to yourself and reliability to others. But very surely it means reliability in the sense that when you tell somebody that you are going to meet them somewhere, or you say you're going to do something, you better do it unless you have a very, 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 very good excuse of why you couldn't. And that means that you literally had some kind of an accident or something prevented from you from being where you needed to be when you said you were going to be there, and it was out of your hands completely when it happened. That's how big of a deal it is to do what it is that you say that you're going to do, and specifically when you're dealing with other people. Now, that being said, if you tell somebody you're going to do something and for whatever reason you completely forget about it, and this doesn't happen very often, then you need to just go to that person and apologize to them and ask them to please forgive you and tell them this will never happen again. And then make sure that it never happens again, because people care about this a lot. And your reliability, your actually showing up, is literally at least half of the battle. If you go out to do something and you put in the effort to do it every day, then you have a very high chance of success. And another thing to realize is that your competition is big in one way, but it's not very big in another way. And the reason why is that a lot of people are kind of stuck. They're not willing to do what it takes to get out of their, basically out of their cage that they put themselves in, or yeah, let's just leave it that way. And it's very difficult for them. So if you are willing to just consistently do what it is that you want to become great at, then you have a very high chance of success, or at least success at a very high level, or a level that is satisfactory to you, one that's going to make you feel good about your life. So in the end, you don't need to be the best, but you should try to be the best if you really want to be great. So what am I doing here right now? Unfortunately, I tried to be the best at too many things and I just can't do it. So there's a couple of things in my practical life that I've gotten really good at. One of those is following a very strict, kind of simple vegan, vegetarian diet before, now a vegan diet for a good while. And I've gotten really good at it. I'm probably one of the I would say I have achieved a very high level of success in that area, in a practical sense of being able to know what foods are good for you, know how to eat, know how to prepare foods, know what to buy, know how to have a good life in a plant-based eating lifestyle way. And I've also excelled in simplicity, in the sense that I don't require too much for myself to be fulfilled. So when I say I don't require too much, means that I can live pretty simply and still feel good. What I care about is more about what I can do than maybe you could say freedom is what I care about more than having actual things. And I'm not saying that I don't have any material wants. I obviously have a computer, I have cameras, and I care about those things, but I don't need too much. So I've excelled in that. And right now, I'm making videos every day. I should say almost every day. And I'm not saying that to brag, and I'm not even saying that I'm going to continue to do that, but I want to become very good at presenting to you, and also about sharing what it is that is important to be shared for me. So I'm kind of just opening up and telling you a little bit about myself, about what I'm doing, so you can see kind of in a practical way how I'm applying what I'm talking with you about. And by the way, getting in front of a camera and speaking about whatever it is that you know is a very good practice for yourself, because it's going to help you to know what you really know and what you need to get better at. And that's something I've had to become aware of over time, is that I wanted to be an expert, but I was more of a dilettante. And now I'm going for expert. When I say that, an expert by my own standards, I don't need to be viewed as an expert by you or anybody else, because it's more about knowing what I know that is important to me. And there's a lot more to that. But anyways, I kind of feel like I'm rambling on, but I just wanted to share with you and help you to get to know me a little bit better. And also would love to hear your questions and comments. And if you want to see something else or hear me talk about something else, I'd be happy to do that. And I'm really kind of finding my way through this whole understanding of what to share. So I'm going to just leave it at that, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.